Hello YouTubers, this is cessnaace back again with another video. Now, about 45 minutes or so ago, I posted an unpacking video at Patreon/cessnaace where I unpacked the contents of this package, which I don't need anymore, so I bet you thought I was going to toss it, but no, because then I'd have to go back later and pick it up. Packrat Video Games, LLC, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, what I ordered, well, first of all, Packrat sells homebrews and hacks for the Atari 2600, the Magnavox Odyssey 2/Video Pack, as well as the Vectrex, which, if I remember correctly, was manufactured by Milton Bradley. In any event, I don't have the latter two consoles, but I do have a way to play games for the 2600. I have a VCS, and I have two 2600 Juniors, all three of which are dead. But I have a working 7800, which is how I play games for the 2600. Alright. I placed an order for this game before it was actually released. It was set to be released in late April. I ordered my copy in early April because I went to his site and saw that it was already up, even though it was not for sale yet. It did have a link to their order page. I thought, well, it must be copacetic with him to go ahead and order it. So I did. And it lists on their site that as it's a one-man operation, if you go a month or 2 months or whatever without hearing from him, don't freak out. They do the orders, or he does the orders, and the order they come in, and they'll get to your order eventually. As it got past the 1st of June, I became worried that something might have happened. So I contacted him via email, and he let me know in reply that he couldn't find my order. So I reiterated, I want a copy of the LE release of this homebrew for the 2600. Unfortunately, he still had some in stock. So, of course, I've been posting about this and everything else at Patreon/cessnaace whenever I get news of a homebrew that's coming out or has just come out, if it's a limited edition or what have you, or if 1 or 2 copies surfaces of a game that was offered but then disappeared because they ran out or what have you, and then it came back with just 1 or 2 copies left. I post all that at Patreon/cessnaace. So the people who support me on Patreon, whether it's $1 or $2 a month or whatever, get their money's worth because I make 2 or 3 posts every day. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. This is the limited edition release of Spaceman Splorf, Planet of Doom, from Pondsoft, UK. Now, when you order games from Packrat, you can specify whether you want NTSC or PAL. But they on their limited edition releases, they only manufacture so many boxes. So, and they're numbered on the inside. In fact, I'm getting to that. I haven't already gotten to the invoice. This edition cost $40, with the shipping being $6. Now, if you want just the cartridge and the manual, it is $25. Now, I don't know what the shipping comes out to because you can have that away. That's a neat touch here. He put beside the name of the game the number assigned to this edition, which is in 2 places that I have found so far, in addition to this. Note, Vectrex and Atari plastic game cases, which I assume they mean these, are guaranteed to arrive in good shape. After that, they have no warranty, so handle them with care. They are good cases, but the corners can chip if subjected to hard impacts. These are the best cases we could find, but like any plastic case, can be damaged if not cared for. Note, Atari 2600 and Odyssey 2/Video Pack games come in recycled game shells. Packrat does its best to use quality cases, but these used game shells have become harder to get, especially the Odyssey 2 games. Packrat does what it can, but expect game shells to have some possible wear and tear on them. Hopefully it says under total $46. This is not a bill. Darn right it's not a bill, because I paid for this quite some time ago. In fact, when I sent him the comment that yes indeed I had in fact ordered this game and I wanted the LE edition and so forth, he sent me a PayPal invoice, which I then paid. But then I guess I forgot about it, because when I got the email that this had shipped, I momentarily panicked because I didn't think there was $46 left in our account. And so then I went to PayPal just to double check, and I went through the history and saw, yes, I hadn't paid, in fact paid Packrat $46, so that was all good to go. The cool thing when you order from them is you don't have to, after your first order, you don't have to then enter in and on the order page your address, because once they have it, they have it. You have to just your name and the game or games you want, and I believe they have your email on file too. I don't remember. Anyway, Spaceman Sporf, Planet of Doom. You are a spaceman tasked with saving your planet from space pirates. However, before that can be done, you need your spanner. Unfortunately, you seem to have let it drift off. Fly through space, avoid meteors, and get that spanner. One player, use your joystick controller with the Atari game program cartridge. Well, the thing is, I only have one or two joysticks left and none of them work. And so I always use the Sega Genesis gamepad controller whenever I'm playing games for the 2600 on my 7800, because my VCS and both of my 2600 Juniors are dead. Anyway, put that there for the moment. I didn't check before if there's a number on the cartridge, but I'm not seeing one. So in addition to being on the invoice, the number is only in two other places. One place is right there. Where it says cart 33, which is what it's on the invoice. And also started to lean that against the microphone, which probably wouldn't have been a good idea. Remember this? Alright, now the LE version, well, the loose version too, also comes with the manual. I don't know why I'm bothering to push in with my camera. I thought at first that was water damage, which I didn't know how it would get, but it's not. They're watermarks in the shape of meteors. Silly me. Okay, and something you do only get with the LE are Splorf art cards. There are 2 of them. That is the first, and this is the second. I wish they would do what they did with Astronomer, where if you attain a certain score on a reputable site such as hiscore.com, they will issue you a patch while supplies last, the way Activision used to do back in the heyday of the 2600. Now, I want to remind everyone that the discounts are still available at Good Deal Games if you want the prototype of the Atari 7800 game Pit Fighter or this book, Downright Bizarre Games. Video games that crossed the line. If you order these through the Good Deal Games site and mention cessnaace when you order, you get $10 off the book. That's whether you are buying the hardcover edition or the softcover edition. And if you order through GDG, he will autograph it for you. And if you mention my name when you're ordering it, in addition to the discount, you have the opportunity to have him personalize the autograph. I'm using what he sent me to use as a bookmark, which is a Good Deal Games business card. And I've shown those before, so you don't need to see it again, I guess. But this is a really interesting book. Every time I open up to a page that has photos, there are photos I can't show. I can't show that either. This book is rated PG-13. But really cool stories on not only the games that are covered in the main parts of the book, but also when talking about the marketing campaigns and so forth. There's a game for the PS3 and the PSP called Fat Princess. Dog's Life. Sony PS2. Now, I have been amazed at just how many games mentioned in this book that I actually do have. I don't have that one. But I have this game for the 3DO. Plumbers don't wear ties. Come to think of it, I never have seen a plumber that wears a tie. So, that's true. Okay, so remember, if you order this through Good Deal Games, mention cessnaace, $10 off. And you can get it personally autographed and personalized and all that stuff. And as I mentioned, the $5 discount for the Pit Fighter prototype for the 7800. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time. Oh, I'm going to shout out one of my Patreons. Alex is playing. I know I list them all in my in the description down below in that box, but I'm going to start mentioning one in every video from now on. So Alex is playing. Until next time. Stay awesome.